appetizers out.
Let's do it.
At least it feels that way being in here with you. So this is our Egg Harbor and Perfect Gourmet sampler. So this is 126
it's a
pieces.
Ton.
You're receiving 45 of the Ebbie Shrimp. Well, actually, I'll go through all three of them and then I'll come back to this. So you're receiving 45 of the Ebbie Shrimp. You're receiving 45 of the mini chicken pot stickers, and then you're going to get 26 of the Lobster Puffs. So this is definitely a lot of food for
it's a ton.
Not only the holidays, but just in general. This is a lot of pieces right here. So we can start with the Ebbie Shrimp.
Great.
And we don't have a lot of these to go around either. About 350 total available for everyone.
They're not going to last.
No. So our Ebbie Shrimp, I'm sure everybody's noticing this kind of straight edge here. This is what Ray was talking about earlier that he was looking forward to.
Right.
This is nobashi style. So Ebbie is Japanese for shrimp. The straight, elongated shape that you see here is nobashi. So what we do is we take the shrimp, which has been cleaned and deveined. The tail is left on, and then it is quickly breaded with the panko breadcrumbs, which are also Japanese, giving it that Japanese element.
Right.
These are par fried for you and then oven ready. So this is something that you can prepare in your air fryer, or you can put this in your oven. I really recommend your air fryer for this. It just gives you that great crunch. But they come to you looking like
just like
that.
this. So you're going to get 45 of these, right, Brittany? 45. So you're getting, I'm not that good at math, 10 bags of 9? No, just kidding.
Oh my God,
five bags of 9, right? So 5 bags of 9 shrimp, which is great. She packed them perfectly for you. So you can just open up 9 at a time, just like you see here, or even 2 or 3, because each individually quick frozen. But they're going to come in box number 1. Keep in mind, you're getting 3 boxes as part of this offer.
Exactly. So I know you have one of those pretty temptation platters, or maybe you have one of those 3-tier platters that you got at your local home store. So set them up before your guests come with your dipping sauces, and that's appetizer number 1. This is also something that I love to use as a great base in some of our favorite recipes at home. Earlier today, you watched me do the garlic sauce. This is something, again, you're receiving so many of these. You're getting 45 of these. So this is something that maybe it's game day, maybe you are watching baseball, anything that you are into that you like to snack on. I know my husband always likes to have a little snack going on. So this is something that I'll toss around in the buffalo sauce or the hot sauce, and instead of ordering chicken wings, we'll have our little crudité platter ready to go with our blue cheese or ranch dipping sauce, and then carrots and celery, and we're all set.
Right.
So that's the Ebbie Shrimp. And then item number 2 is going to be our mini chicken pot stickers. So if you have followed Carol and the Perfect Gourmet, these are her amazing chicken pot stickers, really thin wonton on the outside, and then that really beautiful chicken mixture on the inside with the fresh vegetables. But this is an item that is so easy to prepare. Ray's dad talks often about his evenings where he actually microwaves these. So he puts them in a paper towel that is moist and microwaves them for just a few seconds, and they come out looking like this. But this is also an air fryer option. You can saute these in a saute pan. But for the sake of entertaining, if you are having the guests over, I definitely recommend sauteing them or air frying them as well. But these are filled with that chicken and the cabbage. Such a beautiful option, and really like a family favorite and a fan favorite for everyone.
Again, every one of them individually quick frozen. You're going to receive them in this bag. All you have to do is take out 1 or 2, as my father, Brittany's father-in-law, will do. He'll just take 3 or 4, put them in a paper towel, ready to go.
So Ray, I think you had something kind of fun here too, if we weren't entertaining as well. So Ray loves his nachos.
I do.
So our chef Lou actually came up with something for him as a test to see if it was any good, and it's absolutely delicious. So we actually have the chicken pot sticker nachos as well. So put them in your air fryer, and then they're going to be in a little casserole dish like this. They're going to come out a little crispy when you put them in the air fryer like that. And then just go ahead and have your little fixings bar. Put your cheese on top. And then a little bit of your scallions, a little bit of your sour cream.
So, we're selling this as an appetizer collection, Brittany, but this is just a great item to have in the freezer, right?
I think so, too.
People use our Ebbie Shrimp year-round. The mini pot stickers are a year-round item, and the next item you're going to see is as well. So, yes, it's a great way to have, holiday dinner coming up, but also it's just something great to have in the freezer at all times, because that looks amazing. I would have that every Sunday for game day.
I know you would. Probably eat it every day.
I would.
And then last but certainly not least, we have our Lobster Puffs.
Right.
So this is that beautiful puff pastry on the outside and then a really creamy lobster center. They actually look, I know your box is sealed there, but they look like raviolis.
Yeah, we can open it up.
When they are, before they're cooked, when they're still raw. So what you do is you put these on a sheet pan. Make sure they aren't too close together because this dough is going to certainly rise and spread. It's a really, really wonderful puff pastry. So this is something that when you do put them on your sheet pan, I wouldn't recommend the air fryer for these guys, but Ray's opening one up for us right now.
And there's 3 layers here, so you're going to get a lot of these. There's 36 or so right now?
26,
26.
45, 45,
Great.
and 26.
Great.
So you're getting 26 of them, but these are delicious. Really, really a delicacy, I think.
Right.
I'm gonna eat one.
They really do rise a ton.
Ray's like my third child, I call him sometimes when we get breakfast because he always needs to have a chocolate croissant. This kind of
So
is
true.
like that
It is,
buttery
for lobster.
pastry on the outside and then that creamy lobster on the inside. So again, picture this, your guests are coming over. You have your 3-tier platter ready to go. Everything's coming out of the oven and the air fryer, and you just set it up like this, and then you are back to enjoying your guests. And think about it, right here, here's 2 of your 7 fish. You have your lobster down here, and then you have your shrimp up here, and of course, the chicken option for those that don't want to eat seafood or don't like seafood.
Or the kids.
Or kids, but I'll never understand how people don't eat seafood because I really think that you're like me back in the day when I didn't cook steak at home.
Right.
I really think that you just didn't have the right seafood and it turned you off because it certainly can. The wrong seafood, it will turn you off.
We didn't get in the seafood business, and just a quick story, until 2005. That was the year Rastelli started to get into the seafood business. We've been in the meat business, obviously, for 45 years, but I never ate seafood, and I know my dad didn't eat seafood a lot either. And then we stumbled years later across the Faroe Island salmon, and that did it for us, right? Once we realized that you can have a piece of salmon that is that fresh and it tastes so incredibly clean, we realized we just haven't been eating the right seafood, right? And then we started finding the right seafood, the Ebbie Shrimps, the Lobster Puffs. When you have these products, you're gonna absolutely love them, I promise you that, because they don't taste fishy, right? They're just clean, and they taste like the ingredients that we put with them, whether it's the puff pastry or that beautiful breading that has that crunch around the shrimp. You really can't go wrong.
Absolutely. And to just give everybody an idea of how many pieces 126 pieces are, if anybody ever asks you what's the rule of thumb when it comes to hors d'oeuvres, it's 3 to 4 pieces per person per half hour. So remember that, 3 to 4 pieces per person per half hour. So if you're having 10 people over and everybody has 4 pieces in that 30-minute period before you sit down to have your meal, you're still only at 40 pieces.
Right, I was just gonna say, this is a beautiful platter right here, and
to go.
there's like 35 to 40 pieces on it right now.
Exactly, so this really stretches, it'll last up to a year in your freezer, and then those options vary from after the holiday season. Your shrimp goes a long way, whether it's a salad topper or a base in some of your favorite recipes, shrimp parmesan, the buffalo shrimp we just made, and then of course the pot stickers, whether you're making a really hot, nice soup on a cold day, you just pop them in there. We have a sick little girl right now.
We do.
That would love this.
The crazy part is, Brittany, when you think about the appetizer collection, right? You've been in catering. Typically catering is sold by the piece, $4, $5 a piece nowadays, maybe $6 for one, right? So if you take the 126 count appetizer collection times $5, that's what you would pay from a catering company. So this is a great way to start. So if you missed any